Mr. Obsolete here today. Today's job on the Vintage Homestead is going to be about working on our small orchard. We planted a tree yesterday and stuff, and we need to put in some mulch around it and work in some feed and water it. So we'll go over the steps briefly here. And this mulch I did last fall. We're clearing a spot where I had a bunch of damaged trees and stuff, and the shredder really does a nice job on this. This breaks down really nicely. The soil here is very poor when you dig this up and stuff. You can see it really breaks down nicely, and it'll feed the trees and the plants really nicely, and it keeps all the weeds out. So we'll get loaded up and we'll see it at the orchard. Back at the small orchard here. This is a Fuji apple tree that we just put in yesterday. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put in some minerals and food for it, put some mulch in it, and it'll put us around like this tree here. What that does, keeps the moisture in, keeps the weeds out. You only have to water it occasionally, maybe 2 or 3 times a month. How you test for it is you clean out around it and see if it's moist, the ground is moist underneath. That's how you determine it. So we'll get busy and get this done here. Loosen up the soil. The reason we fortify the soil here, it's pretty poor. It's leached out from rain and whatnot. It's just not very good soil. This has ground rock in it, phosphorus, all kinds of minerals and stuff. And you don't use a whole lot. You don't want it too close to the base of the tree because you need it out further for the root ball to get the nutrients. Rake that in. Smooth it out. Put our surrounds around it. Now we'll mulch it. You want this about 4 inches deep. Spread it out, keep it away from the trunk. what we're going to do to water it, got a 5-gallon bucket with a 1/4-inch hole drilled in it. We'll put that so it comes in there like that. We'll put some water in there. Rock under there to space that up. What that'll do is allow the water to soak down into the root ball instead of just being spread out on the top and then it evaporates. So what we have is over here are some really old apple trees, been on the property for a long time. They still produce, so I'm going to clean out around them, put another surround, do the mulching on that also. And then in behind us, we have a bunch of cherry trees that have been neglected over the years. The one on the far left there is dead. We'll be taking that out shortly. We'll do a video on that. And we'll be thinning these out, and then we'll be pruning them and getting them ready, and we'll do the planting mixer around the bottom and mulch them also. So that's it for today. We'll see you on the next video.